Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today we will cover a very different topic. The topic is how to release yourself from the trap of Capricorn. And after understanding this, I will also tell you the Gajendra Moksha Katha. So you might be wondering what is the relationship between Capricorn and Gajendra Moksha Katha. So first let us understand why I am saying Capricorn is a trap. Now we know that the zodiac belt has 12 signs starting from Aries and ending with Pisces. And if you see this diagram, you can see Capricorn is the natural 10th house in the zodiac belt. Now the sign of Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So it is associated with Saturn's energy. What does Saturn represent? Saturn represents structure, order, discipline, hard work, obstacles, and most importantly, this being the 10th house, it represents our karma. In today's time, we say the 10th house represents business, profession, or career, but in reality, it represents your karma, it represents your actions. It also represents the results of your past actions. And Saturn is the planet who gives us the results of our past and present karmas. In that sense, Capricorn is really a trap. Capricorn is a trap because without really paying for the fruits of your past karmas and your present actions, you really cannot get out of this trap. So, any planet placed in Capricorn, you become dependent on that planet. For example, if Venus is placed in Capricorn, what is Venus? Venus is the significator of marriage, partnerships, and spouse. And whenever Venus is placed in Capricorn, in anyone's horoscope, you will see that person is extremely attached to his spouse. He is highly dependent on his spouse in many ways. And this is actually a trap for that person. The person needs to come out of that trap. Similarly, let us say the moon is placed in Capricorn. Now, what does the moon signify? The moon signifies our emotions. It signifies our nurturing ability. It signifies our mother. And when it is placed in a strong sign like Capricorn, which represents structure, order, discipline, the person can get easily depressed. Okay, the person depends on his mother to take decisions for him. And this also becomes a major trap in his life because many a times those decisions may not be correct and may later cause a lot of regret. Now, if Jupiter is placed in the sign of Capricorn, in general, Jupiter represents our belief system. He represents our gurus. He represents our teachers. And Capricorn represents the harsh real world. So, inside Capricorn, Jupiter's beliefs cannot be materialized. The ideal world cannot be materialized. And this is why it is said Jupiter gets debilitated in Capricorn. It means your own beliefs, they become an obstacle in your path. And this is the trap which Capricorn creates. So whenever any planet is in Capricorn, you become dependent on that planet to achieve your goals or your karma. And therefore, it is very essential to get out of this trap, to realize the higher beauty, to realize the higher dimensions, and to attain moksha or liberation. So now let me narrate to you a story which will tell you how to get out of this trap of Capricorn, how to overcome your past karma and get out of it and attain desired results or moksha. So once upon a time, there was a mountain called Trikut. This mountain had three peaks, and in that there was a beautiful garden which was ruled by Varuna, the god of water. Now, in this garden, there was a beautiful lake, and in this garden, there lived an elephant called Gajendra, okay, with his other friends and family. So, the elephant was very happy living in this garden. Now, one day, this elephant went into that lake as usual to have some fun with his family. The lake had beautiful lotuses in it, as you can see in this figure. And all of a sudden, from nowhere, a crocodile came and caught hold of the foot of that elephant. The elephant tried his level best to get his foot released from the jaws of the crocodile, but try as hard as he may. The crocodile was not ready to leave his foot. Even his other family members and friends tried to get the foot released, but they could not succeed. Everyone tried to release him from the jaws of the crocodile, but no one could get any success. Finally, all his friends and family members left him there to die. Gajendra also now gave up. He realized that he could not fight the crocodile, and he started remembering Lord Vishnu. He asked the Lord to come down and save him. Even in that moment of pain, Gajendra started chanting the name of Lord Vishnu. He uttered a stotra which later came to be known as Gajendra Moksha Stotra, invoking Lord Vishnu to come down to the earth and protect him. And indeed, Lord Vishnu came down to the earth on his vehicle, that is the eagle Garud. He used his Sudarshan Chakra and he cut the head of the crocodile. And thus Gajendra was saved from untimely death. As Gajendra saw Lord Vishnu appearing on his Mount Garuda, Gajendra picked up a lotus from the pond and offered it to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu used his Sudarshan Chakra and killed the crocodile. And thus Gajendra was saved and he was blessed with moksha by Lord Vishnu. However, Gajendra had a doubt in his mind. Why did all this happen? And he asked Lord Vishnu the reason for this. Lord Vishnu then told him about his previous birth. In his previous birth, Gajendra was a king. The king's name was Indradyumna, and Indradyumna in that life was a very great devotee of Vishnu. But being a king, he had a lot of ego, and once a rishi called Agastya entered into the kingdom of Indradyumna. Indradyumna was too busy and he did not look at Agastya. Agastya realized that the king is not giving him due respect, and therefore he cursed the king that you are as dim-witted as an elephant. So in your next life, may you be born as an elephant. Later, Indradyumna asked Agastya for forgiveness, and Agastya told him that in your next life, you will be relieved from the cycle of life and death by Lord Vishnu himself. So in reality, the curse became a blessing. But who was the crocodile? There is also a story behind this. Now, in his previous life, the crocodile was a Gandharva called as Huhu. His name was Huhu. Huhu was a very mischievous Gandharva. One day, a sage called Devalya was bathing in a pond. When Huhu saw him, Huhu entered the pond and pulled a leg of the sage. The sage was worshipping the sun god and thus his worship was disturbed. Therefore, the sage Devalaya cursed to Huhu that in your next life you will be born as a crocodile, since you have a tendency to pull the leg of others. And thus Huhu was born as the crocodile. However, Huhu asked for forgiveness, and again Devalaya told him that you will be killed by Lord Vishnu, and thus you will also attain moksha. And therefore, as a result of their own karmas, Indradyumna and Huhu were born as the elephant and the crocodile. And only when Indradyumna gave up his ego and surrendered completely to God Vishnu, singing a stotra in praise of Vishnu and invoking him, did the Lord come down and protect him. Now, if you think logically, all the characters in this story can be considered symbolic. The lake is nothing but the sansar or the world in which we find ourselves trapped. The lotus flowers are nothing but the maya or the things we are drawn towards in this world. The elephant is nothing but us human beings who get trapped in this sansara looking at beautiful things. So the elephant got attracted to the beautiful things in the lake. And what was there in the lake? There was a crocodile waiting to prey on him. Similarly, in this world, there are many different types of people, characters who are always trying to pull our leg and trap us. So Capricorn is also an earth sign, and it is said to be filled with water. So Capricorn in reality represents the lake or the sansar in which we are trapped. The elephant as well as the crocodile were trapped in that world because of their past karmas. And to get out of their past karmas, they had to do something. So the elephant invoked Lord Vishnu. He surrendered completely to Lord Vishnu when he realized that he could not overcome this crocodile himself. The crocodile is the sin. Okay? And therefore, to overcome sin, you need to surrender completely to God, is what this story tells us. Only when you surrender completely to God, God Himself comes to protect you and takes you outside this sansar and grants you liberation or moksha. So, the only way to release yourself from the trap of Capricorn is to surrender faithfully to God and ask for His grace and mercy. Now, anyone who has planets inside the sign of Capricorn, and if you are facing problems due to these planets, the best way to come out of these problems is to chant the Gajendra Moksha Stotram every morning. And you will see that within a short time, whatever be the problem, however dangerous the problem is, you will come out of that problem. Such is the power of Gajendra Moksha Stotra. So Gajendra Moksha Stotra is nothing but the stotra which the elephant invoked or chanted to call Lord Vishnu to save him. And therefore this stotra is said to have the power to bring one out of the most difficult situation. That is, it gives you God's grace. So friends, this is how you can get out of the trap of Capricorn. Now, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. For any queries, any consultation, email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. To know more about us, you can visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye, take care, stay safe.